नाजरीन, आप देख रहे हैं रियासत का मशहूर व मकबूल यूट्यूब चैनल बज़्म आईना वकील साहब पोस्ट। सैयद कुदरतुल्लाह क़ादरी वकील साहब एक बार फिर करनूल की अहम ख़बर के साथ आपके रूबरू हाजिर है। आज की अहम ख़बर ये है कि आज करनूल में वाक़ प्रसन्ना कॉलेज ऑफ लॉ में 26 जनवरी रिपब्लिक डे सेलिब्रेशंस बड़े ही तज़्को एहतशाम के साथ मनाया गया। इस मौके पर प्रिंसिपल प्रसन्ना कॉलेज ऑफ लॉ मिस्टर शिवाजी राव ने परचम कुशाई की रस्म अंजाम दी। इस मौके पर तलबा की बड़ी तादाद देखी गई। तकरीब के बाद प्रोफेसर महदी खान, सीनियर फैकल्टी के अलावा असिस्टेंट प्रोफेसर डॉक्टर मालिक और राजू एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव ऑफिसर और तलबा ने 26 जनवरी रिपब्लिक डे की अहमियत पर यानी कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन डे की अहमियत पर तफसीली बयान किया। इस मौके पर तलबा ने महदी खान साहब और असिस्टेंट प्रोफेसर डॉक्टर मालिक बाशा शेख की जो स्पीच थी उसे काफ़ी सराहा और नोट किया। इस मौके पर प्रोफेसर्स ने, फैकल्टी ने तलबा को ये कहा कि वो कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन की हिफाजत ही नहीं बल्कि कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन पर अमल करने की भी कोशिश करें। आप देखिए ये खुसूसी रिपोर्ट। सैयद कुदरतुल्लाह क़ादरी वकील साहब को दीजिए इजाज़त। अगर आप हमारे चैनल को अब तक सब्सक्राइब नहीं किए हैं तो ज़रूर सब्सक्राइब करें, लाइक करें, शेयर करें, कमेंट करें, बेल बटन दबाना ना भूलें ताकि लेटेस्ट वीडियोस आप तक बआसानी से दस्तयाब हो सके।
Get more knowledge in the subject and try to constitution. So the importance of this Republic Day, you know, on this day, what happened? Why we are celebrating Republic Day? Because on this day, our Constitution came into effect. After getting of independence in 1947, a question was arising because we had no constitution, how to rule the state, how to govern the people. The government did not know that because they had no constitution. That is why Constitution Assembly was constituted. And that Constitutional Assembly has constituted a drafting committee. That committee is headed by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. And after studying various constitutions in the world, nearly for 2 years and 11 months, they have drafted the Constitution and submitted to the Constitutional Assembly, and which was passed. And that day where we are celebrating the Constitution Day, on the day that Constitution was adopted, and that Constitution came into effect from today, that is 26th January 1950. So though the Constitution was adopted in 1950, though there are number of amendments to our Constitution, still the conditions of some people is not developed. But comparing with 1947, we have developed a lot, and now we are proudly saying we are Indians even in abroad also. In abroad also, we are being respected if we tell a Indian because of our integrity, because of our development, and because of diversity in unity. So, though the Constitution was adopted in 1950, there is some still pending aspirations of our Constitution framers, and hope in next coming generation, the remaining aspirations of our Constitution framers also will be fulfilled, and those aspirations are laid down in directive principles of state policy. Those DPSPs are aims and objectives of our constitutional framework, and government is trying their level best to achieve the remaining aspirations also. But one side the government is trying their level best, unless there is a cooperation from the people, Indians, citizens, the aims and objectives cannot be achieved. So what is the role of public in achieving the constitutional framework aspiration? The role is we have to see the people who are contesting the election. Where before casting our vote, we should understand the principles and the manifesto and character of the candidate. We should not see the caste, creed, place of birth and religion. Whether he can work, whether he can serve the people or not, that we have to see. Elect him, he can govern better. He can try to implement the aspirations of constitutional framework. That is why it is a duty from our side to elect good leader. That leader, we should see whether he will satisfy the aspirations of our public also. So, if we elect a person like who is not interested in the service to the people, he will not serve even after election also. So that is why it is a duty of the public voters and from us to elect a good leader so that he can govern, he can rule India in a better way to achieve the aspirations of our constitution. So it is the duty of we being the law students. We are the social engineers. What is the role of our advocates? The advocates is a social engineer. Whenever there is a violation of our rights, it is the duty of the advocate to bring to the knowledge of the court, knowledge of the government. Directly we send our representation to the government, they may not accept. That is why we have to file a public interest litigation highlighting the problems of the public.
On 76th Republic Day, as we are celebrating 76th Republic Day on today on the occasion of enforcement of our Indian Constitution on 26th January 1950, we have declared India as sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic and a republic nation, where we have equality in justice, liberty, yes. So, subject baga reverse Constitution. This day is dedicated to our principal sir because he is a master in constitution law. Whereas సార్ చెప్పిన తర్వాత నేను చెప్తే ఎట్లా ఉందంటే మన ఖాన్ సార్ కానీ ప్రిన్సిపల్ సార్ కానీ చెప్పిన తర్వాత నేను చెప్పడం ఎట్లా ఉందంటే మీ ముందర సిఆర్పిఎఫ్ వాళ్ళు దాడి చేసిన తర్వాత చీపురు పుల్లతో కొడితే ఎట్లా ఉంటుందో అట్లా ఉంటుంది కాబట్టి సో all the words which are there in our preamble of the constitution that should be followed. ఏం చేయక్కర్లేదు మనం as a legal fraternity what we have to do is whatever mentioned in our preamble that we have to follow. India is a democratic country. ప్రజాప్రతినిధుల్ని మనమే ఎన్నుకుంటాం ఓటు ద్వారా. So Constitution of India has given many rights and duties. But I specially request all of you is rights ni duties మాదిరి duties ని ఒక రైట్ గా రెస్పాన్సిబిలిటీగా ఒక లయబిలిటీగా కనుక తీసుకుంటేనే దానికి ఒక అర్థం అనేది ఉంటుంది. హక్కుని హక్కుగా భావించినామంటే నాకు తెలిసి దానికి న్యాయం చేసినట్టు కాదు. హక్కును రెస్పాన్సిబిలిటీగా ఫీల్ కావాలి, డ్యూటీని హక్కుగా ఫీల్ కావాలి. రెస్పెక్టింగ్ ఆఫ్ అవర్ నేషనల్ ఫ్లాగ్ ఈజ్ ఫండమెంటల్ డ్యూటీ. సో దాన్ని ఏ విధంగా మనం రెస్పెక్ట్ చేస్తున్నాం, అది మన హక్కు. లేదు ఫండమెంటల్ డ్యూటీ ఉంది దాన్ని అలా వెళ్ళిపోతూ ఉన్నాము అనుకుంటే కాదు, దాన్ని మనం ఒక హక్కుగా భావిస్తేనే ఆ డ్యూటీని డ్యూటీ లాగా చేయగలుగుతాం. సో మై స్పెషల్ రిక్వెస్ట్ టు ఆల్ ద అప్కమింగ్ లీగల్ ఫెటర్నిటీ ఈస్ టు follow the rights as duties as your right. Secondly, ఇండియా ఇప్పుడు శాసిస్తుండేది ఏంటి? పొలిటికల్, కార్పొరేట్, అంతే కదా, విత్ ఇన్ ద హ్యాండ్స్ ఆఫ్ పొలిటికల్స్ అండ్ కార్పొరేట్స్. ఆన్ ద అదర్ సైడ్ క్యాస్ట్, క్యాష్ అండ్ లిక్కర్. ఐ పర్సనలీ ఫీల్ క్యాస్ట్, క్యాష్ అండ్ లిక్కర్ ఎక్కడ చూసినా డామినేషన్. But unfortunately, I also can say another word is a law student or an advocate or a legal professional is also indirectly or directly helping the nation to grow as well as to disgrow. So, 6th semester lo professional ethics oka subject vastund కదా. So professional ethics subject మనము just వింటాము, ఎగ్జామ్ కోసం రాస్తాము, వదిలేస్తాము. My humble request to all of you is to listen, to follow and to implement. మనం ఏం చేస్తామంటే పక్కన వాళ్ళ ఎగ్జాంపుల్స్ బాగా తీసుకుంటాం, వాళ్ళు ఫాలో అవుతున్నారో మనం ఫాలో అవుతలేము అని. ఎందుకు మనకు కన్వీనియంట్ ఉన్న దాంట్లోనే తీసుకుంటాం పక్కన వాళ్ళని, మనకు కన్వీనియంట్ లేని దాంట్లో కూడా తీసుకోండి. ఇవాడు 4 గంటలకు లేసాడు, ఉదయం మనం లేస్తామా, అది తీసుకోండి. అది తీసుకోమే, మన కన్వీనియంట్ ఉండేదే తీసుకుంటాం మనం. సార్ ఆయన ఆ విధంగా వేస్తున్నాడు సార్ పిటిషన్, నేను ఎందుకు వేయాలి ఈ విధంగా, నేను కూడా ఆయన మాదిరి వేస్తాను. ఆయన XYZ అంటే తింటాడు, మీరు తింటారు లేదు కదా. సో మై హంబుల్ రిక్వెస్ట్ ఈజ్ టు ఇంప్లిమెంట్ వాట్ ఎవర్ వీఆర్ లిసనింగ్, వాట్ ఎవర్ వీఆర్ స్టడీయింగ్, వాట్ ఎవర్ వీఆర్ గ్రాస్పింగ్, వాట్ ఎవర్ వీఆర్ లెర్నింగ్ in our day-to-day life. So on this Independence Day, I humbly request to so morning నుంచి ఇండిపెండెన్స్ డే అంటా ఉన్నాము, ఎవరు కరెక్షన్ చేస్తారని అంటే అలాంటి కదా. So on this 76th Republic Day, I humbly request all of you to follow the Constitution, to save the Constitution. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
My colleague Malik, Basha sir, Raju sir. At the outside, I would like to congratulate all of you on this day, that is 76th Republic Day. As rightly said by the principal, that you being the would-be advocates, it is your duty that you have to see that how you can serve the society. As principal sir said that the profession which you have chosen, advocacy, it is nothing but you are the social engineer of the society. So how you have to serve, in what way? Already the students who are in the 6th sem, they are having the subject public interest lawyering. In that subject, there are provisions where legal aid and legal literacy is there, and most of the students, you might have conducted these legal literacy camps also, and some of you have been working in as volunteers in the DLSA, that is District Legal Service Authority. Now they may be knowing, but some of you are first semester and some of them are the new faces, those who are regularly irregular to the college, and we have to know that in the Indian history there are only 2 special days, that is, one is Independence Day and the other is Republic Day, whereas there are number of functions or special days, that is we will be celebrating festivals, but these 2 special days, it is every citizen's duty that they have to celebrate this. But unfortunately, most of the time we won't come to the college, or this is the first time I am seeing in this class that to these many students. Otherwise, earlier if you see, that strength was less, but due to our efforts of our principals and the other faculty, every time we were telling you that to attend the college and to attend these programs. See, one thing we have to understand, the Constitution, as Sir said, that it is their duty that what is this Constitution? Any idea? You are all reading the subject. So Constitution is nothing but it is a document which gives the rights, fundamental rights, and principles, rules. So we have to honor the rules, then only we will be respecting the Constitution. then only, if you want to honor the principles or the rules of the constitution, what is the use? So it is every student as well as citizen duty that they have to honor the principles and rules of the constitution, and we have to remember that the sacrifice, the countless sacrifices made by the freedom fighters. How this constitution came, just we have not, we didn't got this right in 1 day or 2 days. There was if you see the history, there was lot of struggle for this independence as well as the formation of the constitution. The subject you are reading, whereas you should cultivate, being the students, you should cultivate the habit of writing articles, everything, so that you can spread the awareness in the society. Now, sacrifices means one thing. Nowadays, if you see all the students, whether, for example, one example I want to give, can you sacrifice 1 hour or 2 hours of your time by not using the cell phone? Right from the class, students who are in our children also, if 1 hour net is not there, they can't sleep. That is the thing that has happening. Technology is there, development is there. What is the use of that? We have to use it in a proper way. That is the thing. So, one thing, as being this Republic Day, the 76th Republic Day, we all have to see that from coming days, so that in the coming generation we have to give awareness to them, so that we can follow, or we can make this Republic Day and celebrate this Republic Day in a proper way. And as rightly said by our principal, it is every citizen duty that they have to not only protect the Constitution, they have to respect the Constitution also. Okay? And thank you for me.
Good morning, sir. భారతీయులందరికీ కూడా వాళ్ళ రిలీజియన్స్ ప్రకారం పండుగలు ఉన్నాయి. కానీ అందరూ కలిసి చేసుకునే పండుగ మాత్రము ఒక 2 ఉన్నాయి భారతీయులందరికీ. ఒకటి ఇండిపెండెన్స్ డే, 2 రిపబ్లిక్ డే. మనం జనరల్గా ఈ రిలీజియన్స్లో మనకు తెలిసిన వాళ్ళని మాత్రం పిలుచుకుంటాం, కానీ పిలవకపోయినా వచ్చే పండుగలు ఈ 2. సో కాబట్టి అదేవిధంగా భారతీయులందరము కలిసికట్టుగా ఉంటే ఈ కాన్స్టిట్యూషన్ని మనం ఫాలో చేసిన వాళ్ళము, ఆల్ ఆర్ ఈక్వల్ బిఫోర్ లా అనే దాని ప్రకారము అందరం కలిసి అన్ని పండుగలు చేసుకునేటట్లే ఈ 2 పండుగలు చేసుకునే విధంగానే అందరం కలిసి అన్ని పండుగలు చేసుకుంటే కూడా బాగుంటుందని నా ఆలోచన. సో ఈ రిపబ్లిక్ డే సందర్భంగా నేను అనేది ఏమంటే, అందరం కలిసి ఉంటే ఎలాంటి ఒడిదుడుకులు కానీ ఉండవని నా అభిప్రాయం. సో థ్యాంక్ యూ. 76th Republic Day. Happy Republic Day to all. Thank you.